Chapter 1 Get that guy out of the way. You are listening at famvetv.info. It really funny. Tang Junben was shopping at a roadside stall, planning to buy a pair of cool sunglasses, but inexplicably hit a brick on the back of his head. But he didn't expect that after waking up, he changed his identity, changed his body, changed his nationality, and changed his time. This is the fall of 1996. His name is Dunn Williams Walker. He is 18 years old this year and is engaged in film-related work. A studio assistant, to be exact. It hard to say, has just a bunch of miscellaneous things. However, the tag hanging on his chest still gave Dunn a sense of sanctity in mission that he had never had before, because the name on it, Titanic. Hey, I watched a lot of movies in the past, but we don't know how to act, and secondly, we don't know how to direct, write a script. What can we do on this set? We can run for a lifetime, right? Dunn sighed, shook his head, and walked to the studio of 20th Century Fox. In the past 2 weeks, the crew will shoot indoor scenes here. Hey, little Dunn, if you don't come, Miss Winslet will be angry. As soon as he saw Tang En, an eager figure flashed out immediately, pulling him in without any explanation. Tang En has been reborn for 3 days and has a certain understanding of some people in the crew. The person in front of him is named George Paxton, and his identity is the same as Dunn. It is said that he has been on the crew for 6 years and is still the lowest level assistant on the set. Hollywood, it's hard to mix. Please. George, it's only 7:15, and it's not working time yet. Dunn said displeased. George smiled bitterly and said, what are the working hours for our work? If the big man needs it, we have to do it. Dunn said helplessly. Okay, George, then you must first tell me why Miss Winslet is looking for me. George S face froze, unable to speak. A hint of suspicion flashed on Dunn S face. George has a good relationship with him. What makes him reluctant to say it? Dawn, have you been to Miss Winslet S dressing room yesterday? George lowered his voice and looked strange. Yeah, there was something wrong with her chair. I went to help fix it. Dunn frowned and glanced at him. Is there any problem? Just repairing the chair. Yeah. Dunn S eyes suddenly opened and he said in surprise, could it be that Miss Winslet lost something? It S definitely not me. George said bitterly, lost things. If only it were that simple. Dunn S complexion finally changed. Is it more serious than losing something? Once this stigma takes hold, I am afraid that even the job will not be guaranteed. What happened? George looked around. You really didn't do it. Tang En said angrily, nonsense, I don't even know what happened now. George stared at him for a while, then whispered, someone moved Miss Winslet S underwear. Dunn looked blank. What do you mean? Was it put away by the costumer? No. George paused and sighed, you know when you go. Don admit it if you did it anyway. Dunn followed him step by step and came to Kate Winslet S dressing room. I saw the famous Ruth sitting in front of the dressing table, with makeup artists and stylists working by her side, her expressions focused and meticulous. S just that the 2 female assistants behind them had serious faces, especially after seeing Tang En. Hatred seemed to burn in their eyes. Miss Winslet, Dunn is here. With a flattering smile on his face, George nodded and bowed, selling well everywhere. Tang En didn't like his behavior. Everyone is human. Who is higher than who? What happened to the heroine? Can the heroine be framed at will? Hello Miss Winslet, do you have anything to do with me? Tang En S slightly flat tone instantly angered her assistant. She endured her anger and scolded. You bastard, I have never seen such a disgusting man as you. Tang Yen frowned and said, Miss, what happened? Look by yourself. The female assistant pointed to the side and saw a pair of white underwear hanging on the wall. It was crumpled, not like the intimate clothing that female stars should have. Tang Yen glanced at her suspiciously, stepped forward, observed closely, and found that the inner side of the underwear had scabbed into a white layer. Thinking of this wrinkled shape again, Kate Winslet / anger, Dunn / face suddenly changed, and he suddenly woke up. No wonder Kate / face is frosty, no wonder the female assistant is furious, it turns out that her underwear has been desecrated. Miss Winslet, this is definitely not what I did. Dunn realized the seriousness of the matter, and his voice was heavy and loud. Who else could it be if it wasn't /tu? Yesterday afternoon, you were the only one who came to this room. Seeing that Tang Yen was still arguing, the female assistant became even more annoyed. 18 year old boy, who is considered handsome, how could he do such a dirty thing? So disgusting, so perverted. George accompanied him with a smile and said cautiously, although Tang Yen is young, he has a good character. He shouldn't be able to do such a thing, right? He really wanted to speak for Dunn, but the years of oppression on the set made him have a deep respect for big stars. The female assistant said angrily. It / not him, who else could it be? I / already asked someone, and there are at least 3 people who can testify. He stayed here for a long time yesterday afternoon before going out, and he looked satisfied after going out. It was Miss Winslet who asked me to come and fix the chair. Dunn /'s brows were slightly wrinkled, and there was a bad feeling. But I didn't /t let you do anything else. The sedentary Kate Winslet finally couldn't /t help but interject. Tang Yen took a deep breath and said lightly, Miss Winslet, I think there must be some misunderstanding in this. It concerns my innocence. I want to invite those 3 people to come over and confront them. A bit of impatience flashed on Kate Winslet /'s face, and she said coldly, no, there /'s no need to make a big fuss. This kind of thing happens, it is very unfair to women, especially in a mixed set. A unclear explanation may even have an impact on her reputation. If it /'s other times, it /'s fine. Hollywood, what /'s a little rumor, but she is different. She is already engaged to British director Jim Terry Allerton, and she will get married after the movie is released. Such rumors at such a time will have a big blow to her image. Actually, she didn't /t care too much about this matter. As an 18-year-old child, who doesn't /t make a little mistake? Apologize, that /s all after making corrections, but I didn't /t expect this done to be so denial and sophistry. It /s disgusting. Dunn didn't /t know what Kate Winslet was thinking, only that his innocence could not be compromised, and his tone was a bit tough. I insist. You. Kate Winslet was really angry. Since she couldn't /t resolve the big and small matters in private, then she could do it in business. Jenny, help me call Hilda and ask her to come over. The female assistant gave Dunn a sad look, then turned and left to contact Kate Winslet /s agent, Hilda Quelly. Once the trouble comes to the agent, the result will be very serious. Even if it is proved that Tang Yen was framed, this kind of committing the following behavior can bid farewell to Hollywood for the rest of his life. It seemed that Kate was really angry. This Tang Yen, who is wretched and filthy, is still self-righteous and arrogant. Who do you think you are, and dare to talk back to the heroine? Dunn looked calm. Official business. This is the best cut. This one is over. With a shout from James Cameron, everyone on the set breathed a sigh of relief. A simple literary play is just a conversation between several characters at the dining table, and it took 3 hours to shoot, not to mention all the staff, even Kate Winslet. Her mouth was dry when she read the lines, so she quickly asked the assistant for a glass of water. Tang Yen watched all this from a distance, and secretly admired in his heart. The reputation of the tyrant on the set really isn't /t fake. There were Nearly 100 people on the set, and in front of Cameron, all of them were as obedient as little white rabbits. Then just when everyone thought they could relax for a while, James Cameron \S angry voice sounded again. Mandy. What the are you doing? Tell me, what the are you doing? James Cameron roared with red eyes, holding a pair of knives and forks on the dining table. I shot the 1912 Titan Nick, not a from 1996. Everyone stood still, not daring to breathe. Mandy Clayson, who was in charge of the props team, came over in a panic. Seeing Cameron \S expression, he smiled bitterly in his heart, knowing that something was wrong. That in order to save costs, reading www.uukangshu.com did not specifically ask the manufacturer to build a knife and fork specially for the Titanic in 1912, because such details would hardly have any impact on the film. It's just that Cameron is paranoid and a perfectionist, especially in details. He strives to be perfect. Replace all. With almost no thought, Cameron made an immediate decision. As soon as this remark came out, several producers and assistant directors of the film changed their color. Cameron \S decision is too hasty. ISN \T it necessary. We \V already shot a lot of shots. If we change the shots, it \S not good. Cameron \S good friend and one of the producers, John Landau, persuaded softly. Cameron said beyond doubt. Then cancel it all and shoot again. This way we will lose at least $2 million. John Landau said solemnly. I will solve the missing budget. Cameron didn't \T care. The task here is to make the movie well. John Landau looked bitter. James Cameron \S temper is so stinky. Because of this, the ups and downs of Fox film have been broken. If you go to ask for money again, there will definitely be another quarrel within Fox Pictures. At this moment, an assistant came to Cameron and whispered, Miss Winslet \S agent is here. What \S the matter? Cameron was startled. The assistant said. It seems that a studio assistant named Dunn annoyed Miss Winslet. Cameron was so angry that he dared to bother him with such a trivial matter. What \S even more angry is that a small studio assistant dares to anger his heroine. No wonder Kate is in such poor shape today. Give me an extra week \S salary and let that person get out of here. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.